Natural. Have you ever thought about the fact that you see a child and just say, I don't want my child to play with this child? You don't know why. You can't really explain, but there's just something about this child. There's just something about this child. Or there's this person that your husband wants to do business with, and you say, I don't know why but please, can you not do business with this person? I can't really explain. Or there's this place your child usually plays, and then they come back, and you just have this feeling, Kai, no, I don't want this child to go to that place again. Have you ever wondered how come this is the case? Well, that's a superpower you have, and it's called sensitivity. Today, we're talking about your sensitivity. It is a feminine trait. We started the conversation, talked about how what makes her a woman is her feminine traits, her qualities, her superpowers, her glory, her specialty, the fact that she has genitals. That's not what stands you out. The fact that you have a vagina and the man doesn't. That's not just what stands you out. What stands you out? Your interests, your psychology, your physiology, your tastes, your perception, your instinct of motherhood. Yes, your instinct of womanhood, your desire to birth a child. You know, it's feminine to want to birth a child. If you're a woman and you don't want to birth a child, something is wrong. It's not normal. These things that stand her out are called feminine traits, are called traits. Yeah. So today our focus is sensitivity. Dictionary says to be sensitive means to be quick to detect, right? Or to respond to slight changes or signals or influence. Imagine the kind of superpower that you have. Now, let me make you understand that I'm not just talking about what every woman is. I'm talking about the dynamic woman, a woman who is alive in the way God made her. Those innate qualities are functional. They are not broken. They are not bruised from her childhood or from peer pressure or from environment or from relationships. So I'm talking about that woman who has those special feminine traits. So I'm telling you about the woman that every woman should be, because everything points as we progress talking about feminine traits, you get to understand why this is the case. Okay, so her instincts about general parenting, the way she responds to general parenting, all of these point to the uniqueness of her femininity. Okay, so a dynamic woman, I think I mentioned it the other day, some weeks ago, when we started talking about femininity. The dynamic woman has 7 traits, right? She has sensitivity, passivity, reflectivity, receptivity, connectivity, formativeness, and preservativeness, right? I don't know if preservativeness is a word, but she's preservative, right? So we're going to touch on every one of them. Today, we are focusing on sensitivity. Please flow with me, connect with me, ask me questions. Okay, so she's not dysfunctional or wounded or static. I've mentioned that, or hasn't suppressed them. So feminine traits are decorative qualities, her power, her glory, her authenticity expressed in her femaleness. Okay, now sensitivity is penetrative, like we saw from the dictionary. Now remember that we are going way beyond dictionary now, how God has made us by spiritual principles, right? She is penetrative, perceiving, sensing, assessing for real value. I don't know if I should just keep listening. I should take a pause and have you breathe, right? She's penetrating for real value. So I know it happens to you. I'm talking to you, woman, that you see a thing and you just say, Kai, this thing is legit. You don't have all the facts, but you know it is legit. You can tell. Like nobody has told you, you just know by instinct, this is legit. Maybe you are talking with your husband, you're like, please go ahead, let's do this. I think it's legit. Then later on, you get to realize that you were actually right. Sensitivity at play, you know. So you are not judging. You're not being sentimental. It pained me, so you will not answer. Show them. with the way you respond. It's not sentimental. It's not reactive. You're not reacting to something that happened to you. You are not attacking. You are not emotionally driven. You are not quick-tempered. You are not critical. That's not sensitivity. Sensitivity doesn't mean being critical. It doesn't mean castigating. You're not saying, I feel like, you're feeling very feminine. I feel like this guy, we should not do business with him because you are being critical. Maybe something preempted that. But sensitivity as a trait is from your core, from your inside. Nothing propelled it. You just know. You just know. That's a superpower. The woman carries feminine traits as an innate grace. Now, another beautiful thing about your sensitivity is it makes you protective. So you know how the man is protective with his muzzle. I remember this experience we had. I just gave birth to Sam, so I was backing Sam, and Ikang, I was carrying her because of the just cold at the time. That night, I think there was coffee. I don't remember exactly or it was lockdown. I don't remember exactly, but it was difficult to find keke, so we finally got one keke. We did not know that the guy was high. We just got in the keke, and the next thing we know, phew, we are going in different directions. The guy is driving in the middle of the road, tilting towards the left, tilting to the right, and all of that. My husband is holding the guy and controlling himself so that he will not push the guy too hard, and then, somebody that is not normal. So immediately we drop. My husband just jacks the guy. He's like, "Is it my family you are playing with?" That's very normal for the man. That's very normal. That's masculine protectiveness, right? For the woman, your protectiveness, guess how you protect? With your sensitivity. So the way that you are telling that child, please don't go to this place, please stay here, that's you being protective, right? The way you are telling that husband of yours, please don't connect with these people, I'd rather that you are not friends with these people, that's your sensitivity at play. That is you protecting. Sensitivity is expressed in different levels. The material level, that's the physical. Spiritual level, the psychical level, the emotional level. All of this, on a deeper study, we can discuss it. On the physical level, sensitivity is displayed in your very physicality. The fact that you are soft, you are warm, your sensitivity is the reason why you can actually carry a child. The way your body is soft, it's not like the man's own. It gives a home until it forms into a child and it preserves the child. That is your sensitivity at play. The sway of your hips, the way you like to dress, that is sensitivity. And hey, if you don't like to dress up and look good, that means there's something broken in you. That means you're suppressed your feminine traits. It is feminine to want to look good. It's feminine to want to dress up. It's feminine to want to make your hair. It is sensitivity that makes you look as though you are sensual. It's your sensitivity at play that makes it that your body parts are so attractive. Now, if you understand that all of this is sensitivity at play, you are able to manage it, because this sensitivity is the reason that morally low men may find you a pitfall. So it's not bad that you are soft, that you are sensual, that you are sassy, that your hips sway. That's your sensitivity at play. Your hips sway when you move. You have that ass. Physical sensitivity is the reason why your body is loosened, not muscular. It's not tight. It is what makes you charming, almost appearing seductive. When you give that smile, you are not doing the wrong thing, but you understand that everything requires balance. Your sensitivity is what makes your voice soft. That when you are talking, you're not all masculine and trying to be bossy. You are soft and homely and welcoming. And then you talk to somebody and your voice is calming. Your husband will say, "I just wanted to hear your voice." Somebody will tell you, "I just wanted to hear your voice." That's your sensitivity at play. Your children just want to hear your voice. They are crying and you just say, "It's okay, it's okay." And you just bring them to you and you give them a hug and you tell them it's okay and they are comforted. That's your sensitivity at play. Oh my God. And the sweet thing, sensitivity is tied to a lot of things, a lot of other traits that we're going to talk about. You're going to see how it is tied and connected. Sensitivity is why you are calm. That's that bit of you expressing yourself. Don't worry. When we talk about passivity, you see the connection between passivity and sensitivity. If you have questions, I'm basically wrapping it up here. Can you see the superpowers that God has placed inside of you? I hope that because of this session, you will sit back and think about your life and how you have been. If ever there was a time where you expressed this trait that you didn't know it was a trait, right? So think about it. And then if you have stopped, think about it. So if you have questions as to how best you can reawaken these feminine traits, if you see, when you reassess yourself, you see that you're not working in this feminine trait, and you want to know how you can do better, send me a message, ask a question, and we can sort this out. This is who God made you to be. As a matter of fact, if you think about the things I hope that the next session we have, and we're talking about a feminine trait, I hope that you can come with a pen and a paper, because this is something that you need to consistently look at. You know, the more you behold, the more you become. There's something beautiful about writing something down. So if you watch this session again and you see things in yourself that you don't like, or you recall parts of feminine trait sensitivity that you were expressing and you are no longer expressing, please, let's talk about it. Send me messages. Let's talk about it, because your traits, oh my God, is what stands you out, that you are able to nurture your child differently. Imagine that your sensitivity has been suppressed, that the inner voice is speaking to you and trying to tell you that your child shouldn't go to that place, but you have suppressed it. So how do you know where your child should hang or be? How do you know who your spouse should relate with? There's this video of Winlows, the Winlows that I watched, and the man said, I listen to my wife. I always listen to my wife. So, I don't know, people who understand this, they will understand that it's not weakness. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. It's because of these traits that she's a good thing to you. But first of all, you have to be connected, right? So you listen to your wife, and she's actively working in her sensitivity or in her feminine traits. She's able to see ahead for you. You are able to see, as a nurturer, you are able to see ahead for your children. That's why you are a determinant of how they grow. Follow my page. We're always sharing stuff that are beneficial to you. Please share and please engage.